Hey y'all, how are you? It's the beginning of November. It is NaNoWriMo. I am also participating in Enthusiastically Dawn's journal challenge. It has to do with her book. I am also doing my own stuff like creative journaling and documenting my life and doing my own planning and bullet journaling and Patreon and YouTube and yeah, so I'm really busy. One of the things that I have been trying to do is play around with different modes of planning and working on the bullet journal system in a way that works for me, because I was doing it Ryder Carroll's way through most of July. I kind of flip-flop back and forth between it being creative and functional, the pretty and the you know. But what happens when you work on your own stuff, as you continue to work and work and work, you find yourself kind of figuring things out in a way that truly works for you. And this has been like so amazing. This is one of the new things. This is something new, not what's inside here. We're going to talk about this is one of the fluke things that happened. I'm back in the Hobonichi cousin. I've kind of been back and forth in it, but my wonderful husband, he is so supportive that I have been gifted a new cousin for next year, and it's the whole one, because it's going to be it's probably going to end up being the workhorse for the planning portion, and I will have a bullet journal that goes along with, and that's become the Stology B6 has become the workhorse in other ways for bullet journaling. And this is the to-do list. This is scripting. I'm going to show you. So let's move some stuff around, and let's first talk about the fluke that happened. And we will go through these one by one. And that way, my writer's Bible, it is NaNoWriMo, the Hobonichi. 2 years ago, John, he's so sweet, sent me this. It's from the Leather Quill Shop. It is in a discontinued line. It's called the Picos. And one of my other patrons sent me some little bookmark things, and this is, I love this. So I put this on here. I went to Staples after gutting a A5 Enigma. I took the first pages out of it. That it had, I don't know, about 25 pages in it, and that was it. So I did that, gutted it, put washi tape in it, and then I took it and was going to have it cut down to B6. And I told the lady I need it to be 5x7. 5x7, mind you. It is not 5x7. So here's the 5. It is right at a little bit over 4 1/4. Here is the 7. It is not. It is right at 4, right at 6 1/2. So it's like a A6 large. It's too big to fit in the A6 covers, folios, or the Hobonichi cover or anything, and it's too small to fit in the B6 covers. So this is an A6, but it's like a larger A6, and it fits in there. Now mind you, it just does fit in there. I went on an artist date Friday night. It is Sunday as I film this. I'm hoping to get this up today, this evening. Thanks to the time change, I have an extra hour. So I went and did this. I was inspired by Picasso. And then this is a journal prompt from Dawn for the Journaling for Discovery and Delight. It's creative prompts for your journal. One of the things is, if you have a cup of coffee, spill your cup of coffee. You know, this is actually coffee. And I'm going to be journaling. And I really like the quote from her book. It's the deep breath before the plunge. I have some journaling in here. This is one of the other prompts. What does it mean for me to write fearlessly? So there's another prompt. So, but this is the prompt that I need to do. I'll be doing that probably while this video saves. I have a video for Patreon uploading right now. And I've already written some this morning, but I still need to write some this evening. Busy me. I'm being productive, but I am very busy, and I have to have things organized. So this turned out to be, I guess, pretty cool considering, you know, considering it got messed up. But I'm okay because it is the 68 GSM Tomoe River paper. And once I'm finished with Dawn's prompts, it's probably going to end up my morning pages journal. I may end up putting morning pages in it now as I continue to go through her journaling challenge. So, you know, I'm really happy though. I love this cover. About having A5 in this cover as well that I may bring out for now. I love it has this red undertone. It's like a cherry wood mahogany kind of color. It definitely has a red undertone. So I may bring out the A5 as well and use them together. Haven't decided which cover to replace. Next we'll talk about the A6. So I have a sticker coming to go in here. It actually is supposed to cover an A6 Hobonichi on the front of the actual cover. I'm not using it as a sticker though. I'm going to stick it right in here. But for now, I put this in here because it's fall, y'all, and it's finally starting to feel like fall around here. And what I have done with this future log, you know, it was going to be bullet journal, and I did this, and I love how this turned out. It's a little bit busy, but I love the quote by Jack London: keep a notebook, travel with it, eat with it, sleep with it, slap into it every stray thought that flutters up into your brain. Lead pencil markings endure longer than memory. And my goal for this was to actually see if I could use the A6 as a real bullet journal, because November is so busy. I thought, let's see if I can actually do this. Now I have the regular bullet journal stuff set up in my B6, which is why I'll show you why I didn't set up everything in here. But I did do the future log, and here we have November set up. And I kept November pretty basic, and then I need to log some of this. And I'm not going to log it on here. I have a stick-it note over to the side for what I need to write down, but I've been busy concentrating on the writing. And what I do in the evenings, what I'm doing right now in the evenings, is writing down some of what happens, my like one line or the bits that happen during the day, because I don't have time. I just don't have time to do it throughout the day because I'm busy right now writing for NaNoWriMo, and I'm still doing all these other things plus house stuff. It ends here, and this I need to write down YouTube's, but I'm trying to keep track of, and I think it's 3/22/23. Okay, and these are notes, so I need to do these. Let me put this in here, right here, so my fountain pen doesn't. So this was this past week, this week, right here, and I need to fill these in. Today's Sunday, but I need to fill this in. I haven't taken my vitamins today. I did do my stretches. I have cleaned. I walked some. I need to finish walking. I did my meditation, and I wrote for half of my time. I've gotten quite a bit done. So these were the dailies. I journaled along with Bree and her daughter, and I had such a blast. I did that with Victor once or twice, where Victor does his stuff and I do my stuff, but I don't think I really filmed what Victor was doing, but I think it's time that it inspired me to journal along and watercolor along with them. And I had such a blast. It was so much fun. I love that's probably one of my favorite videos with her. One of. And I didn't do anything in here yesterday at all. So we have today. And this I've done, and I'm uploading it right now. I have another Patreon video to upload, to edit. I haven't gotten there yet. So my grocery list, and then this is going to be the review, and then this is this coming week. And I've gone ahead and set it up and actually done some meal planning. I don't have a meal plan here because this is going to be sandwiches, soup and sandwiches. We are going out of town on Saturday. Saturday is going to be really busy, which is why I haven't left very much room. And Sunday is going to be a busy day, and Friday will be a busy day. So I've left plenty of room there. My stuff here. And I know on Wednesday I'll be making crock pot meal. We'll have leftovers from here or here on here, depending. And then we'll probably have leftovers on Saturday from here. Yeah, we'll have leftovers from here, and we'll have leftovers on Saturday from here, because we're gonna need to eat in between. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. We may not end up having pizza. We may end up having more leftovers. And then I've set up the rest of the week with my little hydration stuff, and I'm ready to go here. I've checked what the weather's supposed to be. If it changes, that's okay. But I haven't went through and dated anything else, and that's all I'm doing in here. I'm doing the to-do list, and I take this with me in my purse. Now, I was doing that in the Hobonichi weeks, but I don't like planning in the Hobonichi weeks. I don't like long skinny. I'm more of a square person, which is why I think I love the B6 and the A6 so much, and the A5 gives me plenty of room. This has become a workhorse. I take it with me in my purse. It goes with me everywhere. I carry it around the house. I love the size and the portability. I can't wait until I get the coffee sticker to go inside here and the bookmark to go with it. And this is my journal. These actually should probably come out of here and they need to go elsewhere. This is my journal. I was using the B6 inside here. I also have the purple Filofax Malden that I was using the B6 Stology in as the bullet journal. I've been flip-flopping with covers back and forth. This is a journal by Bree. I need to put more tabs. I haven't put in all the tabs, but I'm almost finished with it. This I need to finish this. I have pictures to put and some journaling to do, but I have enough in here to finish up November with, and then I'll be done with it. And I have a journal coming from Bree that I will most likely start in December, depending if this lasts through. If it lasts through December, then great, but I'm pretty sure it's only going to last till about the end of November. So that's okay. I don't mind when my journals start. As long I'm trying to start and finish them. And if this one goes from May until the end of October, then that's great. That's okay. I've done good. I'll just show you a few pages. This I need to finish doing the journaling for. That's when I was planning out July and I was trying to figure out what kind of doodles I wanted to do. This was a prompt. This was me figuring out how I wanted to bullet journal. This was practicing some faces and learning. But this gives you a pretty good idea of what, like, I've got to do some journaling here. This was one book July stuff. Then we have some August stuff. Some July stuff that ended up in here, and I've got a picture to put right here. This was ultrasound of Miss Selena before she was born. So it skips around. I was doing this one. I have the other journal, but I finished it. The Chunky Monkey I took apart. It's done. I finished it for October. And then this is my bullet journal. And I have all kinds of stuff in here. So let's get to November. And my setup for November is all about, the theme for November is all about writing stuff, book stuff, journal stuff, mostly, you know, anything that's like that, that's semi-related. So what I've done here is I put little stickers and I'll be writing in things as I go. Like I said, I'm a little bit behind because I've been spending my time writing. So this is where the big core, the bulk of the bullet journal stuff goes, is here. I need to put yesterday's word count because I'm at almost 4,000 words right now, and I got a lot written yesterday. I think I got right at around 2,000 written yesterday. We're here, and today is the 3rd. I meant to do that on, I'll have to change that. So I'm doing this now. I have most of my Stephen King, some of my Stephen King books listed here. I've got pictures to put here. This was the weekend. So I'm doing this. I got busy preparing for NaNoWriMo, and I got busy with Halloween, so I'm going to put pictures. This was yesterday, and I have some stuff to put left here, and then this is today. And what I'm doing now is scripting my day. So I'm going to write what happened here, because this is where I was scripting. Then I'll write what did happen. And then this was my November pull. And then we have, and this I can transfer to the A6 or keep it here, whatever I need to do. And this I follow Boho Berry, and she did this on her weekly, and that made sense to me. So I'm going to try it. And this doesn't go here. This was last. I put it on the wrong Saturday. Oh well, it's going to have to stay there. Last Sunday. Laugh out loud. Put it on the wrong one. Oh well. This is Monday. And I've set up Monday because I'm scripting, and I'm also trying to learn how to do sketch notes. And this way I can put important stuff in places. I don't have anything past Monday done, but I will be scripting and then how my day is going to go. And then for half of it, and the other half will be how like the day went. But the to-dos and stuff are going mostly in the bullet journal and in the Hobonichi. So now let's go back to the Hobonichi. Now the Hobonichi, I've had a love-hate with, because I've been trying to figure out, and I finally think I have figured it out. So I have some stickers in here and some ephemera from real life, because this has the pockets. And this is where some of that stuff goes with the things with Victor that we went. One of the days, this was the Lion King. We had Chinese food and this Pokemon thing he got. You know, just different things to go in my actual journal. So I had set up October. I hope that you could see that. I had set up October, and I loved how it ended up, but I wasn't sure I wanted to do all that. So I had used a Courtney sticker, a typewriter sticker. I have some fall stuff right here with coffee before talkie, and this is write the words, and this little raccoon with a planner, and this is pens and brushes and stuff, and it says write, always write. I just kind of set it up, and I've written down my November plan for YouTube and Patreon. Hopefully all will go well, because this was I'm supposed to be filming the Nano, and I did not. So then we get to this coming week. This is here, and I started it. So we're right here. I plotted out. I'm going to do a coffee chat, but I wanted to talk about NaNoWriMo and what I'm using, and the reason that I'm using some of what I'm using has to do with NaNoWriMo. And I'm using the Hobonichi because I can see everything laid out all together. It's like the Hobonichi is back to being Grand Central Station. And then I have a few things already planned out because I know things that are going on based on my schedule and David's schedule. And then, so November starts, and I have all the things that I'm working on. That's a little Courtney. I think that was a Valentine thing, but she's spewing out hearts, but it feels like to me it's spewing out all the things, all the words, all the things. And so this was yesterday, this was Fridays, and I have the to-dos. And then, did you know that November is Peanut Butter Lovers Month? Yeah. Okay, and then Saturday, I slept in, and I wrote, and David and I spent some time together. We watched a show, we made dinner together, the Hobonichi for me for next year. And then this is today. And so far, I've gotten a few things done, and I'm filming this. I should get it up, and that is uploading, and then I have some more to do. Yeah, today is actually Bean Day, Housewife's Day, and Cliche Day. I'm hoping I will be able to get this video up this evening. Thank you, Time Change. And then I'm not pre-planning, but this is where I kind of get to do a combination of things. And I'm not going to be putting pictures in here really. I have some in here. I have some journaling in here. There's all kinds of, there's coffee chat in here and figuring things out in here. More coffee chat. Coffee chat. Figuring out 2020. How I plan. Some different kinds of planning and sketch notes and different things. Coffee chat. When my granddaughter was born. A coffee chat. So I've played around. I've done all different kinds of things in here and been back and forth in it, and I'm okay with that. The blank pages I can always go in later for notes or for collections or whatever. I could bullet journal in the Hobonichi, and then back here I have where I'm doing this kind of journaling, and then this. So I almost have two creative journals, but they're completely different purposes for November. And I put a hello to November. And then I started doing the doodles for November. I'm going to scan these and Patreon will get them. And then they can make their own pumpkins and their own leaves. And I wish I knew how to use Photoshop, because I could take these and put them to a bunch of different sizes and put numbers on them, and they could make cute little date things or whatever, but I don't know how to do all that. So but yeah, I've been having fun. And then I have my Writer's Bible, which was actually my second Traveler's Notebook, but the first two were Buteo Bunker Natural Color, regular T and standard size, and I don't have mine anymore. I gave mine to Maya. David still has his, but this is my writer notebook, writer bullet journal, and we go back here, and this is what I've been doing, and I'm working on stuff for my novel in here, planning things out. I've got my tarot spread and the hero's journey and all kinds of things in here. So this is where I'm at right now with the fiction novel, and then I have my non-fiction novel also, and that's it. I feel like I'm in a good place. This is a lot of traveler's notebooks, but they're for different purposes, and I don't use them all the time. My writing notebook, pretty much I use during NaNoWriMo events, unless I am looking at it for reference for while I'm writing. However, much of what I have, once I put it in the notebook, I do things by hand first. Once I put it in the notebook, then it goes in the Scrivener project and the little scene cards, the little note cards, and it stays there. One of the things I have been thinking about, because I like how this is I planned out like a chat, I think this is what I'm going to do here, is plan out my coffee chats creatively, or my journal chats or anything like that, because I do research and I like doing things this way. I like having a visual. I like having the words and the pictures, so to speak. This helps. So one of the things I'm working on, which is why I think I have been changing things up, why in the Stology I'm doing scripting my day, and in the A6 I'm actually making to-dos. I don't like rapid logging. I'm not a rapid logger. But in here and in the Stology, depending, I can take notes. I can write out things. In this journal, I can write out things. It's not a bullet journal. I could also do that in the creative journal, which is one of the things I've been thinking about. Keeping this to coffee chats. Maybe anything that's work related, that's bullet journal related. And then this is where I do my creative journaling. And now that it's November, I don't want to put anything on the back of this. This doesn't, I don't think it'll really show through the writing. but I might put like a whole page picture so that it won't be words. You won't really be able to see it. And I think that is what I've been missing. And it's why, for some reason, like a lot of things have worked in some ways, but in other ways, I was trying to force myself. Now, for the to-dos and the little bit of daily rapid logging, this kind of stuff, I can do here a little tiny bit, because I know that I'll have the long version written out elsewhere. I'm probably going to I have a picture of Victor and I'll probably put the picture of Victor for that day, but I carry this with me, and I can journal in it like I did here. I can write out things longhand if I want to. A6 is limited with space though, so I can take this with me, and this I can do anything and everything I can or need to do, want or need to do in this. Eventually, I think I'm going to have this and the A5, and then the B6 will simply be my journal. I think after probably towards the end of the year, maybe even November, I will no longer need the B6 Stology. I will be using this, and then the Hobonichi. And then the B6 will simply be my journal, my document my life kind of journal. And I'm okay with that. The B6 Stology has worked really well for me on and off since July. That's like the third one or the fourth one I've had on and off. I used to use an A5 Stology a long while ago to do Hobonichi in. Took me a while to get used to the paper. Then wasn't so sure about the graph, because the graph is so light. The lines are so light, and that thing up at the top, you know, I was trying to use it the way that it was meant to use, where you circle the date and that kind of thing. But it's so faint and so small, you can't really read it. I was trying to force myself to use the Hobonichi as a journal instead of a planner. I was trying to force myself to use it as one or the other. And because I started out with a Hobonichi Avec as a journal, as a Hobonichi. And if you've been paying attention, watching me for a long while, you know that I can do an Omni journal. I love the Omni journal. Will be doing some kind of Omni journal probably next year. Forcing myself to do something or another isn't a good thing. Kind of have to let it flow and grow organically. And I was trying to force myself to do certain things a certain way because that's what I thought, or because others were doing it. It was a variety of reasons depending on what thing it was. And now I'm just letting myself kind of grow into all of this organically. But I have a feeling that things are going to be changing, and I think I'll like the changes. I think I will definitely like the changes. But A6, B6, A5, my favorite sizes. And I will see y'all again soon with another video. I'm going to go get some writing done. I'm going to fill in my journal stuff while this is saving, and then I'm going to get some writing done while this is uploading, because I have to go to the grocery store. Bye y'all. Have a good one.